It's two dudes with attitudes, of wrestling podcast with Ryan enjoys wrestling, or Ryan yells at a cloud, and WO, and this is our WWE A Clash in Italy prediction show. We're going to talk about the 5 of the matches for the Clash in Italy. It's going to be a fantastic. I'm going to wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to have some pizza paella, Ryan, and I'm going to enjoy this show. Here we go. Oh, wait, not yet. You go. What do you think? You excited for this card?
I am. I think it should be a decent card. I like that it's on Sunday. I like that it's in an afternoon. I'm excited. I think other than, I mean, I know there's 5 matches. 3 of them are basically WrestleMania rematches. You don't really know which direction they're going to go. There's multiple ways they can do this. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good show. I really do. They always seem to go. Last year I think they did Clash in Paris. Year before they did the Bash in Berlin, and then the year before they did Clash at the Castle. Every time they do these shows, they always over deliver. So I have no doubt that this one's going to be any different. This one's going to be fantastic.
Well, 2 things I love about it before we hit the music. Number 1, if Saturday night's main event was like the event of the B-list pro wrestlers, this is definitely the event of the A-list pro wrestlers.
Oh, for sure.
Reigns, Cody, Rhea, Brock, Becky. I mean, that's the 5 biggest stars they have all on this card. Number 2, you said about the rematches. This is all rematches. This is Roman Jacob 2, Cody Gunther 2,
True.
Rhea Jade 2, Brock Oba 2, Becky Soul 2. This is literally.
True. Yeah.
But you know what they say about sequels? I guess we shall see.
Yeah. You never know.
I guess we will see. All right. So hit into the music, huh?
2 dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the 2 dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E, the 2 dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't get us canceled with my Italian accent.
No, it's Mario. Yeah.
It's a Mario. Here we go. I do that all the day at work. I'm a preschool teacher, so it's like constantly with the Marios. But before we do our predictions, I have to put in a disclaimer. Mr. Ryan enjoys wrestling himself will always try to put the matches in exact order. Double or nothing, he was definitely
I was way off. Yeah.
He definitely made some predictions. He is usually pretty good on these, and he brags about it, ladies and gentlemen, even though he gets 2 free ones every single time.
I completely botched Saturday night's main event, though. I had the Intercontinental Championship match
because there was no free ones, bro.
It was like the second match on the card, and they opened with the Rhea Ripley tag team match, and I had that like fourth.
They did. But once again, I don't know what we're doing here, but we're putting them free. Is it on ESPN or is it on ESPN2 this time?
I think I think everything's on ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. And it's at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. my time, so I'm excited. Let's hit it. We got the first match of the night. Cody Rhodes defending the Undisputed Championship against one Ring General. His homie is getting busted right now for beating up people after making out with his girlfriend in elevators. We got Gunther, Clash in Italy, opening match. This is free, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
World title is free on ESPN. So who do you got?
That makes me think that something is going to happen. Whether it's Gunther winning the title, somebody coming back.
Free?
Think about like night 2 of WrestleMania. What was the first match of night 2 of WrestleMania? It was Brock and Oba, and Brock left his stuff in the ring and did the retirement thing, and a lot of people were talking about that, after the show. And so I think, but then you have Backlash where you had the 2 free matches where nothing happened, Sammy and Trick, and a women's match. So I don't know. I do feel like something's going to happen, but I don't think Cody Rhodes is losing the title. Not yet. I think he eventually drops it to Gunther, maybe at Night of Champions or maybe even at SummerSlam, but I don't think he loses it here. I do think
been in some way. All right, what do you got next? Oh, wait, they already give it to you. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the women's WWE Women's Championship match. I think these are both pretty much to get the crowd going with the two top faces of the WWE. What say you? Who's winning this one?
I think it's hands down 100% Rhea Ripley. She just got the title at WrestleMania. She really hasn't done anything since winning the title at WrestleMania. So I'm going to say she beats Jade Cargill in the rematch, and then goes on to do other things away from this feud. But Rhea Ripley's 100% leaving Italy still women's champion.
Yes, and I think that's where they're doing this because I think Cody and Rhea are the women and men's biggest faces of the WWE currently, basically, who they're trying to push. And why not have them on free TV to get kind of those other eyeballs on the product, hopefully to stay tuned in. I got Rhea winning too, and I think this is going to be a hell of a match. Their match at WrestleMania ruled, bro. And I think it's going to rule again. I think Jade's gotten better. I think Rhea's fantastic, obviously. I think this is going to be another phenomenal match, but Rhea will end up on top.
Mommy's always on top, man.
At least at my house. All right, here. Oh, this is where he starts being incorrect. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar dos. That's right. Brock Lesnar retired. Wait, he's still retired. He's just coming back to get beaten up. I don't know.
So
retired.
He can retire.
I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I have no idea what's happening right now. I don't know if this was a spoof. I don't know if this was a way to get more money. I don't know what the heck's happening. But nonetheless, Oba Brock, who do you got? How come this is the only one that says 2, by the way? They're all 2s. Why is this the one that says 2?
This is the biggest, and this is also the biggest rematch of them all, too. That's what.
Yeah, but they're all rematches. All right, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. I just saw the 2. I was like, what? They're all 2s. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar getting the win here. I think they're going to do a trilogy, and then it's going to, the best man's going to win. But I don't think it's going to be Brock and Oba at SummerSlam. I think Brock's and Oba is going to conclude in Saudi Arabia. Yes, Brock's going to get that Saudi payday, and then that's where Oba Femi beats him for the final time and wins the third and final match of the series. So I'm going to go Brock Lesnar wins this one, and it's going to get people talking. It's going to get people, questioning what's happening next with Oba, and then Oba's going to challenge Brock again at Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
I don't want that to happen, but I think that is what happen.
I'm not saying Brock Lesnar beating Oba is going to completely ruin Oba, but it is going to hurt momentum. And I don't think sometimes in pro wrestling, the littlest things can ruin momentum. It can just take a guy down. It can and once the crowd's out of it, why do that? He is so hot right now. The crowd loves Oba. And if he loses to Brock, what then? Yeah, they have a rematch, but now for a month he cools down and then he wins again. Sure. But then what? So I don't know. I see it happening because what are we going to do with Oba after, in between SummerSlam before he faces Roman? So I agree. I think Brock gets the win here and then loses the trilogy and Saudi. I agree with that as well, but I don't think it's the right call. I think if they were going to book it right, Brock comes back and gets completely squashed and is like, what the hell am I doing? Maybe I should have stayed retired. Am I lost? What's happening? And then Gunther comes out and attacks him. And we lead to that to SummerSlam where Brock's like, nah, I ain't letting you do that. You ain't going to retire me like this and that, but he's doubting himself because he just got worked twice. That would be better storytelling, but I think it's going to be Brock winning and just basic,
Yeah. I'm also not 100% convinced that Brock's retiring. I know he did it at WrestleMania, but
he's not retiring. He's retired. Did you not hear him? He said he's retired.
Right.
I'm retired.
Yeah, but helped her. We never got a rematch of Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. And after Rhea Ripley moves on from Jade, Becky's a pretty good opponent for her. So I'm excited to see where they go. And she's a heel now, and she needs to stay heel. She does 100% need to stay heel.
I agree. All right. What's your main event? I wonder. Oh, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu in a tribal combat for the world heavyweight title and the title of the tribal chief. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Who do you got, and why is it Jacob Fatu?
It's not Jacob Fatu. It is 100% our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. It's not a matter of if Roman Reigns wins, it's how Roman Reigns wins. Is this when we find out that who attacked Jacob Fatu? Does Solo Sikoa get involved? Because they've been talking about him lately.
Where was Jey Uso, homie?
Yeah, where was Jey Uso? Do Jimmy and Jay get involved? But I think it's blatantly obvious that Roman Reigns is going to win. And we were talking about this before the show, but the WWE already told us who was going to win this match with LA Knight's promo on Monday Night Raw this week when he announced that he's entering the King of the Ring tournament and that he is gunning for the World Heavyweight title and he's gunning for Roman Reigns. He's not gunning for Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns. He's not gunning for the winner of the main event of Clash in Italy. No. He's gunning for Roman Reigns in the World Heavyweight Championship. And Jimmy Uso came out and confirmed it when he said, yeah, if you win, you get a shot at the OTC, Us, and you'll get a fair shot at the OTC. And that's when LA Knight went on his little diatribe about being fair and how it's always 3-on-1 when Roman Reigns beat CM Punk clean. The Usos were nowhere to be found when he beat Jacob Fatu the first time around. And Jacob Fatu has beaten them down every time there's been 3-on-1. But LA Knight told us that Roman Reigns was winning. So if LA Knight says it, it's got to be true. Roman Reigns is winning 100%. It's not
I got Roman. Yeah, I got Roman too, and I still think they did tribal combat for a reason. Someone's coming out to help Roman and gonna lay out Jacob Fatu, and I think it will come out as a person who attacked him, so that way Jacob Fatu could move on to something else. And I think that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fantastic way to end.
Do you think who do you think attacked Jacob Fatu? Do you think it's Jimmy? Do you think it's Jay? Do you think it's Zilla? Do you think it's Drew McIntyre? They had a match.
You didn't say Solo, and that's kind of who I'm more leaning towards. But if I'm the biggest betting man, they're putting in the whole tribal chief thing too, so that makes it hard for me to think it's one of the Usos, because then do we still have like the bloodline, or is this just going to be like a civil war and Roman's still the king? So now he's just trying to calm everybody as they're all bickering and fighting. I don't know. So if I'm thinking it's not going to disrupt the family, Drew McIntyre would be my bet. That makes more sense. And Drew versus Jacob, they've done it. Let's have some more fun. If I was to put money on it, honestly, I know that's going to sound like the wild card. I'm going to go Solo Sikoa. The MFTs, what are they doing right now? They're all broken up. They're still kind of a crew, sort of. I mean, Solo needs something to do. Why not? He was already talking to Jacob, telling him to join this and that. Maybe they go back on that. I don't know. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jimmy or Jay. I don't know. It's tough. That's the hardest decision, in my opinion, of what's going to happen that night on who is the one that's going to be the attacker. Because I think, or Roman just beats him clean and we move on with our life.
Yeah, and they never tell us who attacked them, and they just move on from that whole story. Which
I hope it's Rikishi and he did it for The Rock. That's what I'm hoping.
And that's how we get The Rock back. Yeah, I'd love that.
Dude.
But yeah, I think the latter is more likely the option. I think they're just going to gloss over it and never tell us who attacked Jacob Fatu. But I do think somebody's going to come out and cost Jacob Fatu the match.
Yes.
I think it'll be Drew McIntyre. I think it could be Solo. It could be somebody for him to move on to. But I doubt they're going to play like a video of this person attacking Solo or Jacob backstage and Jacob shocked and Roman rolls him up and that's how he gets I don't think they're